Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Janet, the Journal Keeper. Welcome back if this is a return view, or if it's the first time you've been to my channel. I hope you'll like what you see and consider giving me a thumbs up, subscribing and clicking that little bell that will let you know when I upload a new video. This is part 2 of my Tim Holtz journal that I made from his mini folders, and I started this in my last video, which ended rather abruptly by my mistake. So where I left off was we had done the front here of the journal. Just to remind you, we'd already done the binding and I've already sewed, so we have pockets, side pockets and top pockets. In the interim between the first one and this part 2, I had just been thinking about the fact I hadn't been doing much with stencils and stamps and things like that. So I had an idea of making some backing sheets using Tim Holtz decoupage paper, stencils, some stamps and things like that. And I thought it'd be nice, even though we are using some Tim Holtz, to use some of the botanical, make it a little bit more feminine. I also felt this was a bit plain, so what I thought was that I might get my stencils and we would decorate that. Decorate the frame a little bit and put some of the botanical flowers on it. So let's see, I think since we have the pink and the green here, I'm going to go with the pink worn lipstick. See how that looks. I'm just going to do a little bit on each side, not overdo it. Here we go. There's the one I want. And I've cut a little piece of paper to cover that so we don't get anything on there. And I'm also going to use some bundled sage. Which is a nice pale green. I didn't want anything too dark, and I think that's enough really. Just wanted to bring a little bit of colour to it. Right, so I have a few different flowers here from the Tim Holtz botanical. That's quite nice, the pink there. Well, that might be better over the top. I wonder if 2 would be over the top too much. Top and bottom. I quite like that with the 2 on it. I think we'll just vintage around those a little bit. I think I'm using tea dye at the moment. I hope you're all well, and as I said in my last video, hope you're having a good summer. We're having some lovely weather here, which is apparently going to get hotter for the next week or so. We don't tend to go much further than that. We'll probably end up having a big thunderstorm that'll break the heat wave. It's just to dull those white edges on here. I think I'll use some PVA. It's a bit stronger than the glue stick. Down. This Saturday, I think on worldwide there's going to be Tim Holtz on presenting, I think, a new I think it's Sizzix dyes. I think it's a new set of them. Going to be on YouTube, I believe. Okay, I think that's poked it up. It doesn't look quite so plain now. Okay, let's turn over and get on with the decorating. So I've got a piece of paper here, backing piece with which has been gessoed and decoupaged. I've got a sort of piece of bit like sewn scrap that I've made out of calico and a selvage from one of Tim Holtz materials. I thought we could glue that to make a little tuck spot there. It's quite quiet in the garden today. No builders. I think they must have run out of bricks or something. Seems to be one of the things we are short of. We all of a sudden seem to be short of odd things that, well, you would never have thought of. But I think it's partly to do with, well, I'm not sure really. Could be Russia, Ukraine, could be all sorts of things. Lack of delivery drivers. Not sure. But they seem to have stopped building for the moment. Okay, so we'll just let that stick. And we'll put a little bit of collage here. Don't really need a lot because it's already got this on it. I picked out a few things from field notes and things like that. Planning to make some specific tags and journal cards to put in the pockets, so I thought that I would decorate the pages and then that would be, we'll do that afterwards. So I think that's enough there. So we can go on to the next page, which is a smaller folder with, it's going to have a top pocket. I've got some scraps of rusted patina paper here, which is Tim Holtz from the Abandoned range, and this is from Tim Holtz File Folders pack. You get a variety of different things. This was actually a folded piece and I'd run out of pockets. You get a couple of pockets in there, so I just sewed that together, and I thought I would do that, and that could go in there, and then we can make that into something later. Trying to use up some scraps of paper because I'm sure, like many more people, have begun to gather quite a lot of it. Okay, I'll just stick this on. Okay, so I've got a little bit of paper. Do this on the front here and then do a little bit of collage on there. That's a book page that I've gessoed and stamped to use as a backing page. And let's vintage that up a little bit. Okay. Right, so something to put on there. What have we got? That is some little scraps that I've sewn around. I do love these bottle tops. Maybe you could use that. Find some more things to collage under there. Some little snippets here I could use up. Rather small though. Don't feel much. It's so lovely outside today. My roses are in bloom, and I grew some antirrhinums from seed, and they are just really beautiful. What else have we got out? Hydrangeas, Cosmo, blueberries are not ripe yet, but they are getting there. And we've got some few strawberries, and raspberries are in flower. We won't get those till autumn though. My husband has an allotment, which is for those that don't know, it's a piece of land that you pay a very cheap rent. Depends where you live, really, where in the country you live, and it's specifically set aside by local government for people to cultivate their vegetables and fruit, and some allow flowers, some don't, but where our allotment is, you can grow flowers, but we just mainly have veg and some fruit growing. So that's beginning to bear fruit, as you might say. This is our first year to have it. My husband's put a lot of work into it, but he struggles with the weeds and things, but he's not the only one. We've had some courgettes, which is zucchini already, and we have a lot of raspberries that were there from before, so we are going to have loads of raspberries this year. And there's an apple tree that's pretty well weighed down as well, which was already there. We've got plenty of other things growing as well. Okay. I'll slip the card in. We'll decorate those when we do the other cards and journal cards. Okay. Right. Let's see where we are now. What I've got. I do like to put flip outs in, and I've got this photograph here. This is from the Tim Holtz snapshots, and I cut it down a little bit. I was trying to work out how I could put it in place there. Let's just right. I had an idea of this using this linen tape. This is one of the sets of Tim Holtz linen tapes. This is the same as the material Camden, which I've used in another. So let's see if that'll work. Right. Let's see. Let's see if this does work. It might not, it might be a mistake. And this is the problem I have, is getting the paper off the back of the linen tape and not having nails, I'm afraid, as you can hardly miss. Well, that does work. How about that? Huh. I quite like that. So what are we going to put on here and here? I cut out some birds from the Tim Holtz bird die. Don't know if we might use those. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got backing papers on there and we are ready to decorate it. I think I'm going to leave it there. This is the end of part 2 and I will join you again for part 3 where we'll continue to decorate, and if we get to it we'll make the cards, journal cards and tags. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll all stay well and safe, and I hope you'll join me for part 3. Thank you very much, and bye for now.